Man.
Live.
Push
It
it.
is live right now. It's going to probably start playing back in everyone's ear. That's okay.
Push it, Jay. Push it real good.
I see what you did there.
Mm.
Isn't that like a song or something?
It's a real good song, Jay. Whoa,
I'm
that was
sorry.
bad. That was really bad.
What was that? Did you
I don't know. I
take the
stuck my
penis
tongue
out of
out
your
for a
mouth?
second.
Take the penis out of your mouth, man. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I like fish sticks. I like to put them in my mouth. Oh my
Well, it
god.
says we're streaming, but it hasn't
We
caught up
are.
or made it live. Oh, there it goes. Now it's going.
Ta-da!
I'm going to do an audio playback check just to see here because I didn't record it first to see because I didn't do that.
I'm gonna pull up the stream just so I can see us in a massively delayed manner.
Check it out, guys. We got a nice crispy video here, though, don't we? Oh, it started to go live and then it like went away.
Ooh, it's like doing the countdown still on mine. There we go. I just hit 0 seconds. Live stream starting soon. Why is it not showing up?
Mine keeps resetting to 30 seconds. Mine goes 30,
Yeah.
29, 28, 27, 30, 29.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing here.
Cause
Here we
YouTube.
go, maybe. I just put the chat. Here we go, maybe.
Oh, there it goes.
Maybe, baby.
First to see. 'cause
Maybe,
I didn't
baby.
do that.
I'm gonna pull up
All
the
right,
stream
I'm
just so
gonna-
I can see us in a.
Okay, I need to bump up your
Oh,
audio a little bit.
I hear myself. Let me pause it. Ooh, look at that.
It's
I like the
crispy.
new layout.
Well, I made that when I was at your place. I figured I might as well use it. It's a little more professional.
That's nice. I like it a lot.
Just a little bit more professional. Not a lot of it. We can't go too professional in this show.
I just don't like how close you have your subscribe button next to my name. That is trickery, sir. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, I'm gonna subscribe to Barnacle. One more sub. I guess it works the inverse too, right? If they unsub, they're like, "Fuck this Barnacles guy," click, and then they leave you.
But it's not annotated and it's not clickable.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, speaking of annotations, what's funny is it says comments are disabled for this video. Isn't that weird? But yet,
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because it's still live mode and live comments aren't the same as comments. I don't know.
I've noticed some weird changes lately on YouTube. Like, did you notice when you post a video now, the little monetization tab or whatever has like another option? I can't figure out which one's the new option, but there used to be 4, now there's 5. It's like, and they're these little tiles now. They're not just check boxes. They're like
The tiles have been there for a while.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm every time I go in there, I'm freaking out. I'm like, what did they change? What did they change?
Ugh. Everyone says, Jay, I can't hear you. Jay's like, I don't know. How could one person say they can't hear me, but everyone else is responding to me? You know what I've never understood is there's always like that handful of people that's like, we can't hear Jerry, but we can hear Jay. And it's like, everyone else is like, I can hear him. It's like, how could the stream be like decoding? Are we on just separate tracks of the stream?
They've mentally tuned me out. Like my voice doesn't even register anymore.
You can hear both of us, right?
Let me unmute the stream for a second. Yeah, we both sound exactly leveled and everything. We're good.
That one person has like a filter for my voice only.
He does. He's like, I can't pick that up. That's that Jay guy talking again. Oh, mm-hmm.
It says watch this live on YouTube Gaming, but we're not gaming right now. We're YouTubing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that intro right now.
This is the intro to Tech Talk 95. We're gonna talk about consoles being better than PCs. I just said that to get everybody raging.
Well, it is absolutely no question about it. The Atari 2600 is way better than PC.
Way better. Way better. And fun fact, Atari actually did make a PC.
Oh wow! When people donate, it brings up a white, like a little green box. Thank you, James Swanson. It says time
Holy
to scare
crap.
Jay. They've changed a lot of things for the better.
You actually, whoa, you got a donation? Now, just so you guys know, Jay doesn't give me any of that money. He lords it over me. And he's like, Jerry, here. That's what he does. And then I get all sad because I have to eat. When he came up here, I'd eat top ramen the whole time because I'm so poor.
Well, they donated $1.
That's pretty cool.
No, they donated $1, and
Yeah.
after YouTube takes their 60 cents of that dollar, and the government takes 20 of that dollar,
And then
I'm
full
left with
screen takes the last 10%.
I know. Then I've got 6 cents left over at the end of the day. You want 3 cents, Jerry? I'll PayPal you 3 cents, but the problem is PayPal takes a 3 cent minimum.
3 cents. You know what? That pisses me off. I've gotten so many donations. Like, if you guys want to troll me, this is how you do it. PayPal me 1 penny. PayPal will actually let you PayPal me 1 penny, and it'll tell me I received 1 penny, but then it says the transaction fee was 1 penny, and it just negates it. So you're basically just giving PayPal a penny.
But could you imagine if all of our subs just like set up a reoccurring payment of $1?
Oh, God, we would be like flying around in Gulfstream jets.
Like
Have a
$1,
demolition derbies and Mercedes. Yeah.
For only $1 a month, you can feed a YouTube star
A lot.
a lot of
pizza.
ramen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I actually have not tweeted out that we're live. I'm terrible.
I tweeted out, hey, could you guys do us a solid? Could you go to your Twitters, your Facebooks, your 4chans, your Reddits, and your Pornhubs and post in the comments that we are currently live?
Do you know why
TechTalk.
do you know why we do Tech Talk live every week? It's not about content. It's not about money or any of that. We just like hanging out, and we figured we'd let you guys hang out with us.
That's right. That's all this is. Like, Tech Talk is just a disguise. It's like not even really Tech Talk most of the time.
We can all YouTube and chill together.
That's right. Let's all just be one big happy family.
And if it wasn't for the fact that I'm afraid the FCC would completely ban me, I would even have background music playing. In fact, I could go to that. I should go to that YouTube approved music section and just get like some bow chicka bow wow music going.
You should, or go hit up Audio Sprite. He has like some amazing video game music. Or hell, even Logan. Logan would let us roll his music.
Oh yeah, he already would. Here, I can play some of his right now. I've got his.
Yeah,
music.
let's play some Logan music, man. He's actually really talented. Like, I listened to his stuff not too long ago, and I was like, wow, he made this.
He midis it up.
I was like, damn, son.
He totally midis it up. All right, let's do this. Let's play some. Oh, that's really loud. Okay, so that's going back there in the background, a little bit there.
But I don't get to hear it.
Nope. It's very 8-bit gothic type of music.
It's very digital.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so the title of today's stream, which is actually kind of appropriate that I've got the 8-bit stuff playing, is Are consoles really that bad?
I don't know why anybody thinks consoles are bad, to be honest. I game more on console than I do on PC. And let me explain myself a little bit. It's not because I don't like PC and I like the console better. It's a convenience thing. I have a son, I have a wife, and I'm not working. I'm just sitting in bed and I just want to chill. I just push one button, the damn thing turns on. I got my controller and it's usually playing like Forza or something. But that's where I think console really shines, is the convenience of it.
You know, okay, so one of the reasons why I've never been like major console gamer, and that whole PC Master Race console peasant thing, I played into it over time, but I really don't care. Like, I really don't care what a person plays on, but that's because I'm one of those rare breeds that isn't all about like, oh, to be the best, you gotta play on the PC and the PC only, because consoles are stupid, you know?
Because he's got 478 anti-aliasing levels. I know.
It's got all those cuticles and things, and it's so much better. 60 FPS, bro. Yeah, I don't do that. I like to play into that, because what's funny is when I jump on a stream or I jump in the chat, and I'm like, yeah, PC Master Race, and those guys are like, woo, yeah. A lot of people really take that very serious, but for the most part, I don't care. But I've never gotten the hang of a controller. That's my thing.
I'll be honest. The only thing I'm good at on console with a controller, like, period, is Forza. Every other game, any first-person shooter or anything, I'll literally go an entire round and not get a kill. Like Battlefield, I played on console for a while, and I just got frustrated because I couldn't hit shit, like nothing at all. With a mouse, I can at least have a fighting chance.
Right. Can you listen back to the stream real quick? Is the music playing super loud? No, it shouldn't be. The meter doesn't look like it is.
Let me listen here, hold on.
It should be playing at like a nice low ambient hum. If you can
the level. No, it seems good to me. I can hear it, but it's really low and kind of in the background.
That's kind of what we want, though, right? We don't want it to be like louder than us. We don't want to be upstaged by Logan on our own show.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
now he's gonna just copyright flag us and take our 3 cents. That's our.
Looks like Jay learned some setup tips from co-hosting Awesome Hardware on Tuesday. Come on, dude! I've been setting up my own stream forever. I made this overlay before I was on Paul's stream. You know what the problem is I'm a YouTuber, therefore I'm lazy.
We're all lazy. That's true. All YouTubers are lazy. Every last damn one of us.
See, Paul,
just let you know, I'm tweeting out the stream again. Except for now, I'm going the clickbait route. I did hashtag console master race, hashtag you mad bro, and just posted the link.
Oh damn!
So now we're gonna have a very angry chat here in a minute. Just prepare your body. Prepare it.
No, I play a lot. I play a lot of Forza, and I've been playing like Lego Batman or Gotham 3 with Little J. Little J's got the 360 in her playroom. She likes to play her games over there. I don't know. I guess, you know, as consoles have evolved, though, with them being more of a media center, I can see where some of the battles are. I mean, let's face it, Xbox One is trying to replace your set-top box and your DVD player and all of that stuff.
The lines are blurred. like really bad blurred now. Like I remember back when a computer was you downloaded a game or installed a game to a hard drive, right? You played the game, and if there's a bug in the game, you got an update over the internet, and all was good and harmonious. And now you look at consoles, and you're like, now you have to install the game to the hard drive. You have to be connected to the internet. You have to download updates. Other than the controller, and even that can be argued because people are putting like wireless controllers and wired controllers on their PCs. It seems like for all intents and purposes, operating system aside, they're both almost identical.
Hold up. So can everybody see the donations when they pop up there? Because people are like, "Holy crap! Nick donated $10," and people are commenting to it.
Yeah, thank you for all the awesome videos you guys make, and give Jerry some of my donation too.
I'll give him $1. That is. Where are they seeing that button? I don't even see the button, or is it because it's my channel?
I don't see a button either, and well, hold on. Let me see if I can find a button.
There's another $10. You guys are insane. All right, fine. Just keep your money rolling in. I'll buy Jerry a soda.
Yeah, here we go, guys. I'm getting Burger King tonight. Oh,
dollar menu.
Dude, that's crazy. We've never seen donations before. Like,
we've never peddled it though. Like we've never even pointed out like that there's a donation button on our channels and stuff. At least I never have.
Yeah, like where is the donate? I still don't see a donation button, and I'm just viewing. Weird. Well, somehow you guys are finding a donation button. And that's pretty tits.
So blah 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 says, so I can hear some 8-bit music, but I cannot hear what you guys are saying. So I can hear some 8-bit music. Oh, he just repeated it.
Dude, he just paid us $10. Turn it off. If you do whatever he wants.
But how can they hear the music and not us? I don't understand what's happening.
Wait, hold on. Let me unmute the stream again here real quick. We are way louder than the music. Like way louder.
That is really weird.
All I can think of is maybe over speakers it might sound a little bit different. I know ambient speakers and headphones do sound quite a bit different when you're mixing.
I think my Sennheisers do a pretty good job at recreating accurately though. I turn the bass booming and stuff off. Weird.
So that's crazy. So if somebody donates, they come up in a box that we see, and then it like hovers there for a while.
Someone says it's right below chat, $1. Okay, how about this? No, I can't do this. That's illegal. I was gonna be like, everyone donate $1, and I'll give away an AMD Nano. I can't do that. That's illegal.
I know how to work around the legality of this.
Oh, great.
Do not donate $1 right now. Do not, under any conditions, donate $1 right now, because that would be against YouTube's terms of service if we asked you to donate $1 right now. So do not do it.
This is starting to turn into like a one of those marathons, right?
I know. I feel like a cam girl right now. Actually.
So Renee Caballero says that it's appearing on the YouTube gaming streaming site. So if you click on where it says watch this live on YouTube gaming, I think you'll see it.
Oh, let me try that. Hold on.
That's it. That's it. All of my live streams are on gaming, or fuck Twitch. I'm not doing Twitch.
Yeah, later Twitch. Twitch is done.
I know, right?
Dude, before you even said that, I was already thinking it. I was like, well, tomorrow I'm not going to be on Twitch. I'm going to be on YouTube Gaming because this is titties.
Oh, blah, blah, blah says he was trolling us. Well, good job. You know what's funny? Dude, donate any amount you want and tell us what idiots we are. How about that? You guys can just rip, you can roast us through the donate button.
If you're, yeah, because it like sticks it right in our face.
Yeah. And I guess I'll share some of this with Jerry. Or we alternate week to week, which I've been trying to get him to do in the past, but let's face it, that doesn't really happen. The only reason...
I'll do it now.
Do you know what I hated? I'm going to be honest here. You're going to do it now?
Do you want me to be honest too? I'll be honest too, Jay. I'm just saying.
I want your brutal honesty, because I was brutally honest with you all the whole time I was up there. Okay.
We are very brutally honest with each other. Okay, go ahead.
No, you were not. You were learning to be, but you were not. Okay.
I am now.
The only reason that Jerry's stream turned out so well was because he left and then let me set it up while he was gone, and then came home and then pushed the stream button.
I will agree to that. I had nothing to do with the actual setup. Like, I didn't even know we were using OBS until I actually sat down and it was like the lower third was done and everything. I was like, good job, Jay. Good job.
And then that whole time was like, wow, Jerry, awesome job. I love the stream, Jerry. Good job, Jerry. It's okay.
But just remember, Jay, I've done, how many Tech Talks have I been on? Do we even know? Like, it's got to be a lot. When did I join Tech Talk? Was it like in the 30s or 40s?
Yeah, I was like in the 30s. You've been on for about 60 episodes.
So basically, you owe me. Let's see. Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
$15,000.
Wait. That button wasn't always there.
50% minus full screens percentage minus
IRS.
So you owe me IRS. You owe me $13.12. I just roundabout.
I'll PayPal it to you, and you'll get $11.72.
I will too.
Oh man!
Wow, I can't believe it. This is crazy. Like, I've never had donations even like on Twitch. I just always have a button for like donate to Children's Hospital. Or something. It's kind of cool.
You know what? It makes me feel good because you and I take abuse constantly. We're always told what pieces of shit we are and stuff. It's nice. It's nice to actually see that there are like people who are directly supporting. But anyway,
yeah, thank you, Greg.
Wow,
you guys are awesome.
Stop donating money. Awesome. You're making Jerry start to really.
I'm actually getting confused. Like I normally would just want to. I'm having a hard time not focusing on chat now with like this green bar popping up constantly.
Don't donate. Stop donating now.
You know what I'm gonna do? Here, I'm gonna put a stop to this. Here.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, here we go.
If you donate, Jerry will not put his shirt back on.
No, there we go. That should stop the donation.
If you donate, Jerry won't put his shirt back on. You're gonna be flagged for nipples. Why are your nipples so perfect?
I don't know. I got like pretty good nipples. Like I could win the nipple contest. I'm pretty sure I could. It's actually nicer anyway. It's all nice and cool in here now.
I can fix this though. I mean, I can overlay you.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go tweet this out and say that I just took my shirt off, and we're gonna see how many more people show up.
Holy hell!
All right, gay Canadians. We're gonna know who all the gay Canadians are here in just a second.
Do you see what happens when we don't have topics and the donations start showing up?
I literally, and the funny thing is, it's like on Jay's channel. And I don't even care. I just like seeing the green box. I think that's cool.
RS232 Killer says you're way more entertaining when you're drunk. I was drinking last night on Twitch. I think I was entertaining then.
I'm just waiting for all the screen caps of me pushing my moves together to show up on Twitter here. I'm refreshing.
Donate $100 and he'll put his shirt back on. That's what someone said. there ain't nobody watching us that's got that kind of money.
I'm just gonna stay here shirtless and do the whole stream now. So all right, let's try to get back on topic. It's hard to do when you see all these green things. Whoa, we got a pound, dude.
Pound it.
Yeah, Einie Doofus donated £1.
It's funny, you're shirtless and I've got like hairy balls in my face.
You do. This is gonna be a great show. Anyway. All right, we got to try to focus, Jay. It's hard to focus with all these green boxes. Will you guys please fucking stop donating? I cannot focus.
Why won't people stop donating?
Stop. Right.
Okay. So here was my idea behind the console. Is consoles really such a bad thing? So one of the things that Paul and Kyle do that I really like is their sword. What did you just drink?
Oh, old coffee.
Okay.
That was from this morning. It was curdled.
One of the things that Kyle and Paul do that I really like is their sword fight. Basically where they pick a topic and then they have to pick a side and then they argue their side. Normally they do it through straw poll and let the audience decide, but I don't want to completely copy them, so we're just going to do it like outright.
Let's do it.
So I think consoles are way better than PC. So that means you have to take the PC side.
Okay, I'm going to take the PC side. I think PCs are better than consoles because consoles are for poor people, Jay. I think they're a cop-out. I think they're for people that don't know how to fucking shove cards into motherboards and push power buttons properly.
That's really your argument?
That's my argument.
Okay,
and I've got 256 levels of anti-aliasing on my 4K display, which you do not have with your peasantry Xbox One.
My Xbox One is hooked up to a 4K TV.
So can a computer.
I didn't say a computer can't, but an Xbox is cheaper. It replaces my DVD drive. It replaces my need for a computer because I can watch YouTube on it. I can watch Twitch on it, Hulu, Amazon Video.
The Xbox One has a Blu-ray in it now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like Blu-ray and DVD replacement. All right, keep it coming.
Okay, so there's rumors of a firmware update on the Xbox One, which is going to make it a 4K Blu-ray player once 4K Blu-ray format is out.
Okay, I could see Microsoft doing that after like 8 months after it's relevant. Yep.
It's smaller. It's easier to install. It turns on faster than a PC. It doesn't deal with that Windows 10 piece of shit.
Hey, whoa, wait a second. Insider information here. Windows 10 kernel actually runs on the Xbox One. It is literally the same exact kernel that runs on the desktop, just a different UI.
Well, fuck the kernel, because General's a higher rank.
Fuck the kernel, because Hal wins. Hal wins. No, I thought that was really funny. Like, that's the direction Microsoft's gone, is that the phone, the console, and the PC all share the same base kernel and what they call the core operating system. So, like, the network stack, all that stuff. It's similar, and they claim that that's going to eventually make it easier to do cross-platform game and app development.
Will you stop talking tech, please?
3D printers are awesome. I like turtles.
Funny story about turtles. I took little Jay to the petting zoo at the pumpkin patch before Halloween.
Okay.
And they had the giant land tortoises there in the petting zoo. Like, I mean, these things are like a couple 100 pounds, right?
Are those the ones that get like 200 years old or whatever?
Yeah, they're huge, like the size of boulders.
Right.
And it's funny, one of them had completely mounted the other, just like full Monty, and it was doing you've seen that video,
the turbo.
yeah. But you've seen the original, right? Where it's like,
yeah.
Do you know what a 200-pound turtle sounds like doing it? It's like, and it's funny is and it was thrusting hard. Like the turtle below it was like getting slid through the ground, and it was making a trail behind it.
Giant sea turtle sex.
Not sea turtle. It was a land tortoise.
Oh, it was a land tortoise. Sorry.
Let's see you spell land tortoise. Wow, someone donated $27.
Right.
You know what's sad is that Jason Langdon guy. His name is very similar to mine. That's scary. Jason Langdon donated $27.
Crazy. Thank you, Jason. You are awesome.
4 of that goes to Jerry. Okay. Anyway, so
I get paid by my contribution to the channel. Damn it.
No. So here's what's funny: is little Jay was like, "Dad, what are those turtles doing?" And I was like, "They're just playing tags. You know, they're just playing tag. That's all they're doing." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh.
What am I hearing?
You hear it?
Hear what?
That's turtle thumping.
I don't hear nothing. Your mic doesn't. Your mic isn't picking up the signal.
That's weird. Like the headphones were nice and loud. Whoa, they're like banging shells together really hard. Okay, I gotta stop watching this. I'm getting excited.
So anyway, now Mrs. J and the baby weren't with us, and so we walked back over to my wife, and she was like, little Jay was like, Mom, we saw turtles and they were playing tag, and you know turtles don't move fast. So of course the wife's looking at me like, what the heck? And I explained to her what was going on. And she was like, oh, well, Mommy and Daddy should play tag later. And so little Jay was like, yeah, we should all play tag. And I'm like, no, we shouldn't all play tag.
No, don't want to play tag. Stop.
So if you're a parent and you have a kid that's old enough to have, started, being able to not see, obviously they're innocent, but they can't tell when Mommy and Daddy are speaking code and they want to get involved with the code. It's very awkward. It was very awkward. Anyway, so for the whole land tortoise getting it on, console's better. That's why. Because tortoises.
I can't argue with that. I mean, tortoises bumping shells is some loud voodoo, buddy.
Carl Johnson in chat. What did I just tune into? You're topless and we're talking about turtle tag.
You know what cracks me up though in the console debate is how everybody likes to say that you can build a PC that's equivalent to the Xbox One's performance for the same money or cheaper.
Don't move. No. Put your arms back. Put your arms back.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want to alarm you, but your armpit looks like a vagina.
Does it really?
Look at the camera. Oh my god. Why does your armpit have a clitorius? Or clitorius? Or clitoris?
Clitorius.
Oh, that's what they call it in Canada. A clitorius.
Hey, you got a clitorius, man.
Jerry's arm looked like a clitoris. It's crazy. All right.
Oh my god. SLS AMG, thank you. Thank you for the $1 donation.
Jerry's right nipple's just hanging out there. Can you please put your shirt back on? I'm being weirded out.
All right. Where's my shirt at?
I appreciate that.
Okay. I just, hey, the donations were coming in and it was distracting me, so I figured taking my shirt off would fix
I'm not taking my shirt off. I don't give away the goods. What headphones is Jay using? The same ones I've been using for like the last year, folks. The RS-175 Sennheisers.
I literally just put my shirt on over my headphone cable, so now I feel like all professional, concealed until I get up and try to walk away.
Oh, man. Bad. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate you.
There you go, guys. Thank you. But look at that. We got 1,385 watching. I think quite a few people came in here when they heard that I was naked.
I threw up a little in my mouth.
I can see, like, why some of the cam girls do the whole cleavage game. That's smart. No judgment. They should do that.
You do give them a run for their money with the cleavage.
I do. How cool would that be if I did a Twitch channel where I didn't show my face, I shaved my chest, and I just put like some kind of Wonder Bra on that pushed my man boobs together, and then like wonder how long it takes before people figure out that it wasn't like a female rack?
I would hope right away, considering you got a kind of a hairy chest.
No, I'm saying I'll wax that sumbitch. I'll do it.
I did that once, by the way. I shaved my chest hair once because I was curious. You know when that shit's growing back, that sucks. That like pokes through your shirt and everything.
Oh god, that's the worst, dude. Yeah, no. When you shave other places too, that happens, and it's very uncomfortable.
Get Jay to play Z-Type. You've been trying to get me to play it, but that's not my thing. I play the magic piano.
Jay is a slow typer, but he has really fast fingers. You should see that guy rock that what is it, the schmule?
You should see me rock that armpit vagina.
The armpit.
Did you see it?
Out.
Did you see it?
No, I did. It was like the hair was like parted down the center. It was kind of weird.
Right. Pup Shepherd says, Jay, get a store already. I saw you on Paul's Hardware. Where are you going to get your own unique logo? Soon, I promise. I've got some ideas. I just need graphics guy.
Ooh, I discovered water.
Oh, you don't know how long it's been there. I peed in that cup. It's sterile and you like the taste, right?
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
LOL Jay going hard against Jerry. Calm down, Jay. I wasn't going that hard on you.
Guys, it's okay. I acknowledge that I am Jay's whipping boy.
Someone said drop you as a co-host and they'll donate $250. You're worth way more than $250. Now donate $375 And we
I think I just made you like 250 like in the last like 20 minutes.
I don't know.
I'm very valuable.
I don't know. The donations were coming in before you took your shirt off. You did it to make them stop, and they kept coming. See?
I still see a green box at the top of the screen. We're good.
It hangs out there till the next donation comes.
So I'm curious, guys. I want to see what you guys, what your view on console is. So go ahead and tweet out Ask Tech Talk. And even though it's not a question, tell us what you think, console or PC and why, and then tag it console master race or PC master race. And I'm going to start looking at them. And give me some good ones, guys.
Yeah,
I'll read the good ones.
Can you really, in the best 140 characters you can, minus the hashtag, actually give a reason? Because console sucks doesn't tell us anything, and I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not going to read the stupid ones. They got to be clever. They got to be clever and unique, and I'll read those ones. I want to know what your guys' view is as console and PC. And it's okay if you're all PC, that's fine. I mean, but I want a good reason. I don't want to be because console sucks ball sack. Oh,
because PC's better and my mom bought me a PC already.
Yeah, because it has a mouse. No.
You can have a mouse on a Xbox, can't you?
You can have a mouse. Actually, I don't think you can have a mouse on the Xbox. I think Microsoft like forbid it, but you can do it through a converter box, an unlicensed converter box. I forget what the hell it's called.
I did that.
I have one.
Yeah, I did that video with the IO Gear converter box, which emulates a controller. But the thing is, because the controller isn't accelerated like a mouse, the mouse movement felt very unnatural.
No, it does. They literally do not work right. Like they advertise them as working like a PC mouse, and no matter how much you configure them, no, they don't. It's like not even in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Now, I heard a rumor. You guys can correct me if this is true over in the chat, but I heard that the PlayStation 3 had native mouse and keyboard support. Is that true? Because if so, I'm going to kick myself in the teeth because I played so many games on PlayStation 3 that were Sony first-party exclusives like Uncharted, and I would have loved to have used the mouse. Oh my god, I seriously would have ran an extension USB cable just to use a mouse on that thing. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is a pretty common one. We have X5 AT saying PC Master Race because of extensibility in the future and more power. So I can't argue with either of those points because, to be honest, PC is always going to be more powerful as long as you're willing to throw the money at it.
You don't need more power because console's optimized.
That's true. And you know what I do like about consoles here? I'm going to counter that argument a little bit, though. And you're right, Jay. It is optimized. But that is, the developers are developing a game that is perfectly designed to run the same on everybody's console. Same frame rate, same everything. And there is something cool to be said about that, especially in the online experience. Because let's be honest, in the PC world, you're logging into a server where half the players are 1080p, the other half are 4K. Then you got like the real poor people that are rocking like 640, 480 on their Sony Trinitron. And it's not the same. Everything's different. Keyboard, mouse, sound systems, 5.1, 7.1. You have all this stuff on console. Everybody is on a level playing field, and the game was designed to run as good as it possibly can on that one platform. What say you, Jay? What say you?
Well, I'm the console one. I accepted console in this argument, so you just did the work for me.
Oh, so we just carry that whole thing forward through the whole show? Damn it. Okay, I kind of screwed myself on that one. I'm like, PC is better. No, okay. Let's see, Zane Dark. Okay, he loiters around a bit. We know this boy. He said, I heard Microsoft is going to do a keyboard and mouse support on the Xbox One. Know any details by chance? I actually don't. I haven't heard anything about it, but I think that would honestly be a really smart move on Microsoft's
Can't you just
part.
walk over to the Microsoft Studios section of your building and find out?
Well, my badge doesn't work anymore.
Oh, what happened?
I don't work there anymore. I got fired. Didn't you hear?
Fired
they
from
fired
where?
me.
The food truck?
From the food truck. Yes, Saboro. I got fired from Saboro, dude.
Ellen Tech Addiction says, Jay, tell Jerry I said hi. He paid $1 for me to tell you hi.
All right, well, hello to you, Ellen Tech
Could you imagine this? If a donation pops up, I have to read whatever's in the chat. Could you imagine?
You guys, you know what's kind of cool though is does everybody see it when you make a donation until somebody else makes a donation or a fixed period of time? You literally just hover in the top of the chat. So that's a great feature. Why doesn't Twitch do that?
Because Twitch is stupid.
I mean, I see people doing their own stuff where they basically like put the stuff in the feed using like OBS plugins and stuff. But I think that's a unique feature of chat. Like,
right.
It's kind of cool to reward the people that donate. I mean, that's kind of awesome.
So unless it violates like FCC rules, I'll read whatever's in the text of the chat.
Yeah.
Out loud on stream. God, I'm really asking for it, aren't I?
I want to see what people come up with.
I know, right?
Oh, here we go. I'm going to read another one.
We are front page at gaming.youtube.com.
Wow, how? That doesn't
Check
make any sense.
And we're not even gaming.
You know what it probably is? It's because you guys gave us so many donations. They're probably like, wow, this must be a good stream.
That's because
Okay.
YouTube. It's because YouTube wants their cut of those donations.
I know, right? Right. For every dollar you donate, we get 10 cents. Okay. Zane Dark again says no clear winner. Consoles are cheap and easy. PCs can multitask and customize, but are expensive.
HJO Tech. We met him, by the way. He was with Josh at Fractal booth. He says, "Hey guys, it was cool meeting you at PDX Land. Thanks for coming out." Let's see. Next one was
Evan said, "Are you that guy from Microsoft?"
Define that guy.
I am that guy from Microsoft. I am exactly that guy that you're thinking about. That guy from Microsoft.
We met a guy from Microsoft at PDX. He was really cool. Was it Eric? Is that his name?
Yes. And then Ellis, let's see, donations are such a circle jerk cry for attention.
I know. Ellis, man.
I like how Ellis like downplayed the attention but donated $1. I love it.
Well, he wanted his comment seen.
He did. Good job. Good job, Ellis. We definitely read your comment and thank you for the $1. Okay, Ashley. Let's see. Awesome Ashley says, I think mouse and keyboard are way better for control. Nintendo consoles plus PC is the best combo, in my opinion. I will agree that Nintendo has a unique control structure, especially on the Wii U. I'm actually surprised that the Wii U didn't gain more acceptance.
I like gaming on the little handheld on the Wii U. And what I really like about it is if little Jay wants to play something like Mario World or whatever, like Mario 3D World or whatever it is, she can play it on that and not have to take up the TV.
That is really cool, and I've actually used that feature myself playing Super Mario Kart on there. Because it's like amazing. Like if Miss Barnacles wants to watch TV, she flips it on. She just changes the stereo receiver over to whatever she wants to do, and it's like I still have audio through the headset plugged into it. I mean, it's legit.
Christian Fontaine says, "God bless," and Blake Mayfield says, "Hey y'all, Mac Master Race." Hey, whoa, that's next week's discussion, Blake. You chill the fuck out.
Seriously, Mac Master Race? That wasn't even an option. It wasn't even an option.
Yeah, but Jerry said he's gonna buy a new MacBook Pro anyway, so. Your skeevy eyes, your eyes went back and forth like, oh crap, Jay just let the beans out of the bag, or the cat out of the bag.
I haven't decided. Hold on, guys. I got some plans in the works. You just simmer down. I'm hoping that I don't have to revert to a MacBook Pro, but it might happen. So I'm just saying it might happen. And if it does, I'll draw a PC on the back of it with a Sharpie. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Renee Caballaro says, with all these donations to the channel, I wonder how much of that will go to YouTube. Ask Tech Talk. We estimate about 98% or so, Jay.
Something like that.
Actually, if I remember right, doesn't YouTube give most of the donations, it's not like the ad stuff where it's like 50-50 split. I think most of the donations go.
I Need Dofus says, Barnacles have 3D printers. Is it true? Oh, great.
I have 6 3D printers.
And by the way, real quick, just to answer that question, I believe, and you can see it on your dashboard too, I believe the donations are a completely separate stream of revenue, and I don't think YouTube even takes a cut of that.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I don't think YouTube actually.
That would be wrong. That would be wrong, wouldn't it? If YouTube still took like 40% or whatever it is.
The only reason that I think they would take anything would be like a transaction fee.
Right, but a fee is different than a percentage cut.
Correct.
Because it's not something that they made that they brokered, like the ads and stuff. They shouldn't take any of that.
Hey, shout out to Adrian Garcia for donating $3 for Jerry's Burger. Thank you.
Right, you're about to get a $6 burger at this rate.
I know, man. I'm upgrading. I'm gonna go to Red Robin instead of Burger King. Thank you.
I don't want to go Red Robin. I gained 5 pounds on that trip. I gotta go cycle that shit up. You know how many miles I have to do to cycle off 5 pounds?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you guys. Okay, so
wait,
Jay,
I gotta read comment. I gotta read the donation comment.
Read the donation comments.
Zomring says, "Get bees ready." I don't know what that means. Upgraded. Says, real problem with consoles is that game devs have to develop to the lowest platform, so the majority of games are now less complex than they could be. Look at Star Citizen, for example. I kind of want to say look at Fallout, for example. Fallout on the PC, to me, feels like a very beginner game.
I actually want to counter that just a little bit. And the only reason why I want to counter that is because most console games aren't developed on a console. They are developed on a PC. And what they generally do is they create the very, very high resolution and high polygon stuff, and then they have another team of artists and stuff de-res and downscale that stuff. I only know that because I know somebody who works at Bungie's studio, and he told me about the workflow. But you're right. If the game started life on a console, like if it was designed out of the gate for a console and the console was the first platform it was going out on, they're obviously going to give it priority. But generally speaking, all games are developed on PC, and they try to develop for the highest denominator and then have everybody else bring it down to the lowest, because it's a lot easier than going from the lowest to the highest. If that makes sense. I mean, it's easier to de-res textures than it is to upscale them.
Was Fallout always a console game first?
I think it was, actually.
Because I made a comment. I mean, obviously, I think it launched on all platforms at the same time. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat. But Fallout 4, I had to do a lot of tweaks to it just to get it to run right on my computer because, one, it doesn't use SLI at all right now, which is funny because NVIDIA had official drivers that launched for it. Two, it didn't accept 21 by 9 whatsoever. And it's not even like other games that don't do 21 by 9 where it just puts the black bars on the side. It just stretched it all the way across my screen. It looked terrible. And so the only way I could get that to work was to go into the INI file and put in a custom resolution in the settings there. And then I have to like not touch the options of the game, otherwise it reverts and turns into a little like 600 by 400 square in the corner of my screen. So it was completely non-optimized whatsoever for the resolution. But what's funny is once you put in, like for me, 3440 by 1440 on this ultra wide, then it filled up the screen perfectly and didn't skew it. It just increased the FOV, to make 21 by 9 fit. So it's like it's programmed for it. Why is it not in the menu system?
Right, because if it wasn't programmed for it, your field of view would have been massively narrow. Like it would have been all zoomed in.
It's funny, the topic I'm talking about, because Chris Waller just said PC Master Race because 21 by 9 unless you play Fallout 4.
That's true. Consoles are never going to support multi-monitor. They're just not. Consoles will never support multi-monitor and never support a non-TV standard resolution. So PC's got that going for them.
And Tristan Burke's donation comment said, and it just flew away. Hold on. He said, "Hey Jay, to be honest, our two 980 Ti's and a 6700K overall or overkill for modern games at 2K. I need to know before I spend an extra 700. No, it's not overkill because you're going to have longer future compatibility with it. Not to mention just bragging rights and a baller system. And then after that, another comment came in through here, and Josiah Parker said, "Jay, you should play Fallout 4 in a video. Maybe. See, the problem with Fallout 4 is there's a lot of just exploring, and that's kind of boring content to watch. Now, granted, last night in my live stream, I think it was entertaining because one, I was kind of buzzed, and two, I was just when I'm buzzed, I get kind of crazy. Yeah, I think you know that.
I do. You get kind of crazy, then you get a little flagellant.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still sorry I made you poop your pants.
So, anyways, to support the PC argument, I think the multi-monitor is the biggest thing for me. Like, I know Jay recently, you were telling me that like you went down to one monitor, right? You dropped back to one monitor just because you were tired of dealing with all the multi-mon SLI surround shit, right?
Well, and it's funny that you said that because CCM 1092 says, "Jay, how's the new ultra wide? Missing the 4 monitors. Jerry, you need some cake on that with that burger." So he donated $5.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I've already edited a video, obviously. One of my shorter videos I've done in a while. My workflow is pretty much streamlined to where I can do it on any screen. I mean, I've done it on my laptop. I've done it on your system that you've set up for me over there behind your shoulder, which is one panel. I've done it on the 4 panels. I'm pretty adaptive. I have adaptive G-Sync built into my eyeballs.
I'm so adaptive. Learning computer.
I don't miss it. Like right now. Okay, maybe I'll tweet this out. I'll take a picture of my desktop right now and tweet this out because I've got more than enough real estate on this 34 inches and 3440 by 1440p resolution. If it was a 1080p ultra wide, I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't miss it so far.
I've seen some professional editing setups before too, and it seems like the most common layout for like professional editing is one screen to hold the entire editing UI and then the other screen completely dedicated to the preview.
Right.
I never see professional editing guys have like 6 screens up. I mean, I've seen audio guys do it before. Like I've seen the audio mixer dudes that have like 1 million screens up. But usually for video editing, it's one screen dedicated to the timeline effects, all that stuff, and then the other screen is just a preview.
Wow, iOS changed ultra wide to ultra wife.
Oh, I just had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine message me, Adam, and say that Forza 3 had multi-monitor support, but that required 3 separate consoles connected to 3 separate TVs and 3 copies of the game. So I do not count that as multi-monitor support.
Harry Dodge says, and I hope I didn't miss a donation there. Harry Dodge says, "Jerry, don't forget to mention emulator support. I have on my previous $600 rig run Super Smash Bros. Brawl on a dual-core Pentium G3258 and a GTX 970 on triple monitors, PC Master Race." And then the next comment was from blah 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 again. This guy's gonna deplete his bank account. He says, "Because I'm playing Fallout 4 on 4K monitor while watching Tech Talk because I'm playing Fallout 4 on my 4K." It says it twice. It's weird. Yeah, I mean you can play it on any resolution as long as you go into that INI file and type in the resolution. Then
Right.
it will go to bordered windowless mode or window borderless mode and then just fill the screen. The problem I learned last night by doing that was if you try and alt tab into another window, you can't see the other window. The game stays on top. It won't minimize.
Weird.
Yeah, it won't minimize at all. So there's still some bugs for PC on Fallout 4.
That's my biggest complaint against PC too, and that is the operating system. The fundamental software is unstable. I'm running Windows 10 right now, and even though it's okay, it's better than I thought it would be. Still lots of little bugs. You have diversity of hardware causing all kinds of driver issues. Like, for instance, in Adobe Premiere, like I was telling you, I'm having some problems with it, and I've had problems in Adobe Premiere where it's like, oh, the sound driver didn't, a little warning pops up. Oh, the sound driver didn't, report back in this, given period of time. And I'm like, there's just all these little weird discrepancies when you have an ecosystem that's infinite hardware. With console, you generally don't have those problems unless it's a Microsoft Xbox One. Then they somehow manage to give you an icon that says the name of variables and shit when you're updating. See my Instagram, but you get what I'm saying. It's like when you have a tight ecosystem, software tends to be less buggy. That's what Apple has going for them right now with the iPhone, and somehow Tim Cook's managing to fuck that whole thing up. But let's say Steve Jobs era, right? You had a couple generations of hardware. Each generation of hardware was the same across the board, with exception to storage. That was it.
I feel like if Steve Jobs were still around, you wouldn't have a 6 and a 6 Plus.
You wouldn't have a 6 and a 6 Plus.
Because look at Chris Perella's documentation of the difference between 6S and 6S Plus.
He's angry.
Oh yeah, 6S Plus owners got hosed.
Yeah.
There's
frame drop issues too. That's the other thing I don't get is the UI ever since the first iPhone, the very first one, the fluidity, I guess, of the UI is the reason to buy that phone. It really is. It's a one-to-one experience with minimal lag on input, and even Android at the time was abysmal. At least Android's caught up and they're doing better. But God, now they're going the other direction. I feel like iOS 9 is no better than Android in the lag of the system. It drives me nuts, and I can't believe they shipped it.
I've got some comments I need to read here.
Do it.
Reviews by Gary. Hey, Gary. He said, hey, guys, figured I'd stop in tonight off on Thursdays now. Enjoy the tip. By the way, I love my 34-inch ultra-wide as well. J1 monitor is very nice. Thank you for the $5, Gary. Jax Gaming says, Barnacles.
Yes.
They will if they start to have if they start to have DisplayPort. Console maybe have better monitor support. I say I love you. I think that's a... Oh, and Parmon also says, I'd buy that for $1.
So Jack Z, to answer your question, I don't think consoles are going to have DisplayPort. I really don't, because DisplayPort is more of an encrypted high bandwidth feed for computers, and HDMI is blow for blow, almost as much bandwidth as DisplayPort spec for spec, and all TVs are going to be HDMI. I mean, I don't see TVs moving away from the HDMI spec at all.
No, they're not going to. Chris Barr also says PC Master Race because Jay would not have a channel without one. Ain't that the truth?
Oh, Alman said we missed his last comment. Sorry about that, buddy. No League of Legends on console. Y'all missed my last comment. No League of Legends on console. All the more reason to play console. I'm just kidding. Oh, you don't mess with League players, man. They are seriously some of the angriest, shoutingest people I've ever met at a LAN.
If you look at the gamers online statistic, they're always the peak current and peak concurrent with 650,000 players online at once, constantly.
Yep.
It's insane.
Here, I want to take a couple more questions from Twitter, too. Mm-hmm. Andrew actually says he doesn't understand how the comment things works. He said he tried donating on your page, but it didn't work. I'm not surprised, Andrew. I'm really not.
We honestly, Jerry and I don't even know how the damn thing works. It just showed up today. We were like, what the hell are these green comments? And y'all keep donating. So we've never seen this before.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever seen any kind of comment thing. This is the first time I've ever used the YouTube live streaming gaming console, which actually looks pretty awesome. Did you click on it, Jay?
I didn't, only because I'm hosting and I didn't want to start messing with things.
It basically looks like they kind of ripped off Twitch a little. I'm not gonna lie, but it looks good. It legitimately looks good.
I thought about doing streaming last night of Fallout 4 on YouTube Gaming because Twitch was being stupid. I kind of wish I had now.
I'm gonna give it a try because it looks really good. We're not having a lot of problems. The chat is working way better than Twitch chat. The only thing is I doubt it has the same SDK capability for botting and stuff like that in your chat.
Yeah.
But I'd be willing to give all that stuff up just to have a fluid experience. It looks like YouTube might give Twitch a good run. Somebody said I was starting to sound like a banshee. I lost my voice like I usually do at PDX Land.
Not as bad as you normally do. Not
as bad as I normally have. I've been trying to baby it, but it takes a while for my voice to recover. It really does whenever I lose it. So and when I use my voice constantly making videos and recording stuff, it never really heals. So that's why I sound like this.
Your throat vagina is usually pretty stretched out. Upgraded says, Jay, being a liquid-cooled enthusiast, have you ever looked into the Aqua Computer Aquario controllers? The setup on it is rough, but the products are amazing. Plus, it has a cool overlay and can have warnings for pump failure, leaks, etc. I have always been very interested in the Aqua Computer stuff. It's German quality, built in Germany. To be honest, it's always just been way too expensive, and I've never reached out to them. Not to mention some of the aesthetics of it aren't very compatible with a lot of the builds that I do. But I've heard it's great. It's just not the cleanest install once you have all those USB cables kind of moving around your system to get the pump monitoring going, because the pump has its own interface, and then you've got like a flow meter and all that stuff. What are you laughing at, sir?
Kent Burgess just said I lost control of my bowels as well in PDX land. Hey Jay, why don't you just tell everybody the story about how I shit myself at PDX land. Just do it. They deserve to know.
Okay, Almond Helix says, wow, I felt that burn from all the way over here. Ow. And make sure I didn't miss one. Penis Master Race says Luigi Guilio 07.
I agree. I like penis.
Okay.
That came out wrong.
Things you wish you could unsay.
Nope, I'm just gonna own it. I like penis. I'm just owning it now.
All right, so you guys know I've changed to a much healthier lifestyle. I've lost a lot of weight this year. Some people have actually asked me, Jay, have you lost weight? So I can tell you haven't been watching the channel. No, I've lost 70 pounds this year, and as such, I don't eat a lot of unhealthy food anymore. And so let's just say that when I went to Seattle and went to Portland, it was also a vacation from my healthy eating habits. And so when that happened, I turned a bit flatulent, if you will. So everywhere I went was just kind of...
Dude, you were shitting yourself the whole trip. Like, seriously, from the time we stepped foot into the room, you were already just lighting them off.
But I'm comfortable lighting them off in front of you.
He is. He is.
And especially in elevators and stuff. But anyway, so we're outside, and we went outside to... It was day 2. We went outside to put some stuff in the car, and I was like, hey, Jerry... I just let one go, and Jerry was... And I lifted my leg even, like a dog peeing on a hydrant.
It was deep.
And then Jerry was like, oh, yeah, Jay, watch this. He lifted his leg. Like, I feel like I can fart right now.
Wait. Tell him what was I wearing?
You were wearing boxer shorts and a kilt.
No, not even boxer shorts, man. Boxer briefs.
Oh, boxer briefs. Those are like the butt-hugging soft ones.
Yep, exactly.
So he was wearing his kilt, and then all I hear is followed by a like a splatter.
It was a really wet sound, and my face was like...
You know, you can tell when like the hole was plugged suddenly and then unplugged suddenly. That's what I heard. Like you straight turded in your pants.
I literally just looked at Jay and I was like, I gotta go back to the room, and I like waddled back to the door.
He did. What's funny is I went walking back to the door for the PDX event or PDX LAN event, and you were walking like straight legged and straight back, like you were clinching.
I love how fast you told everybody too. Literally, I went back to the room, changed some things, came back and came through the door, and immediately everybody in the venue knew I shit my pants. Like literally, Jay somehow circulated the entire story in about 15 minutes.
It was like Jerry shit his pants during battle farts, pass it on, and it kind of just went around. It takes a true friend, and to look. I felt your pain. I wanted everyone to feel your pain, so I just went ahead and made sure everybody knew. And I've got some comments here I have to read because of donations and stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Jose Angels Sains, whatever, says, would you consider doing a game night video with Metal Jesus next time Jay is in Seattle? Sure. Metal Jesus does a lot of the retro stuff, right?
Metal Jesus does all of the retro
I would love to hook up like an original NES and do something. That'd be fun.
No, Metal Jesus is good people.
Let's see. There's another one I missed. I gotta find it. I'm trying to
I gotta give an important update here.
I gotta find it here. Okay, I figured it out. You have to be on YouTube Gaming to get donation comment. God, there was one about 5790K or something like that, or 9570. Oh my God, I can't find it. See, the problem is the comments go so fast. I'm so sorry. I missed dude's comment. Now he's gonna think I'm a liar. I am so sorry. Your comment has scrolled away, and the chat has just taken it off into infinity.
Yeah, that chat is like flying.
Sorry, guys.
Just to give you guys a little update, this is actually like bad news, but I'm doing okay. My wife just had to take my son to urgent care Xander because he hurt his arm at school, and they just did the X-rays, and she just came back and said he broke his elbow.
Again? The same elbow?
No. Last time it wasn't his elbow. It was the bone where it goes into the elbow. This time he broke the tip off his elbow, So right now
Poor
they're
kid.
talking to the specialist to see if he'll need surgery or not, but he'll probably need surgery and pins again.
Oh, that poor kid. Is it the same arm?
Oh God, I didn't even ask. Let me see. Is it the same arm?
Let's see. The Amazing Faust says, "Are you interested in the iPad Pro?" I think Jerry is.
No, I do. I want to get an iPad Pro and the $99 pencil.
Pup Shepherd says, "Johnson, wrong channel, dude. That's Paul and Kyle. But I'll take your Johnson anyway." That sounded wrong too, didn't it? All right.
Yeah, just so you guys know, Xander's in good spirits right now. She's bringing him home, and then I guess we got to go see a specialist to figure out what the next step is. I'm still, yeah, same arm, same damn arm. That kid has broken that arm twice, and now a third time.
Speaking of someone who's broken his left wrist 4 times jacking off, I can tell you, I had to put it out there because if I didn't say, if I just said I broke my left wrist 4 times, people were just going to assume.
Is it from friction moving this much, like really fast?
They called it a twitch break. I don't know, whatever that means. No, I'm just kidding. No, I broke it, guys, on bikes, dirt bikes.
Hey, Slot One Gamer just called out. He said, "Why when I donate does it say it's paying to Full Screen Inc.?" That's the MCN. That's the network. That's
That's the multi-channel network. They're the distributor of the monies.
Yes, they are. They are the ones that issue us our paychecks. I mean, without them, we don't have Gulfstream.
I like how you called it paychecks, like we work for them.
It is our paycheck, kinda. I mean,
they should be working for us if you want to know the truth.
Somebody said the pencil has no eraser. How we get rid of the porn? Dude, one does not erase porn.
I did also put up for those that were asking about my setup and how I like the ultra wide. Look on Twitter. I posted a picture of what I see right now, and you can see there's more than enough real estate. I can see Jerry. I can see OBS. I can see chat. I can see the music, Skype, all that stuff.
Here, hold on, Jay. I gotta send you a message, private message here on Skype.
But I can't look at it on Skype. You know that.
Oh, you can't, can you? Damn it.
DM me.
Go check the screenshots that were just posted to Twitter, I think. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Did you post the screenshot or did somebody else? Oh, yeah. You posted a picture of the screen, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay. No, it scared me. Somebody was like, oh, my God, your Skype was put... Dude, that's not actually our Skypes. We rename and alias everything.
Yeah, everything is
No,
everything
I was so
fake.
worried, dude. I looked over there and somebody was like, somebody fucking tell Jay, just because I've done this before myself, too. He posted a screenshot of his name, and then I went and looked, and it's like, yeah, he posted Skype, but we intentionally, because we've had so many slip-ups in the past, now we alias everything. All the names in Skypes aren't what they really are.
Right, and not only that, our Skypes are pretty well protected through the VPNs as well, so.
Yeah, but I mean, even so people can't send invites and stuff like that. I had the same thing happen when I was on the WAN show. Once Linus accidentally like alt-tabbed or something and leaked my information, I immediately got about 500 invites, and it just filled up my whole list on Skype, and I had to basically just nuke the account and move.
Right.
So I've learned since then, guys, that the first thing I do when I install Skype is alias my account. So.
I figured that's where you were going with the what I posted the picture.
Yeah,
but all the names that are showing up on the list are alias that I named them to, and they're non-searchable.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to tell you without being like, yeah, because all 1,500 viewers would have been like, get the image really quick before he takes it down, because that's just how you guys work. I mean, I can't blame you. That's just what the internet wants to do.
Skylar Dialer says Thursday nights hanging out with the Pecker Pals are the best. Thank you, sir.
Pecker Pals.
We are Pecker Pals.
We are Pecker Pals.
Chris Dude says, Jay, can an AMD FX 9590 perform reasonably close to an i7 5820K?
Nope.
As far as gaming and streaming goes. As far as gaming, yes. As far as gaming, there's not going to be a lot of difference there. As far as gaming and streaming, 5820K all the way.
No.
Remember, 5820K is 12 threads, first of all. And
I just want you guys to know Jay is lying. He joined Red Team, okay? Well, we were at PDX Land. I watched him. He was in a corner doing a dirty deal with AMD Red Team.
Booberry says Linus leaked his home address once. Linus leaked his home address multitudes of times.
I leaked my home address, but the funny thing is it doesn't matter because, like I told Jay, all my information is just out there. I don't try to hide it because if I try to hide it, hackers are just going to be like, oh, I'm going to go figure this guy out. And it's funny. I had one guy like send me my address once, and I was like, so what? You got my address.
I mean, do you guys really think Paul I'm apropos named himself the Plushy Terrorist? I mean, that's what I named him.
Oh, did you name him the Plushy Terrorist?
Yeah, Paul's the Plushy Terrorist.
That's an accurate name, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Paul had a blast at PDX Land, though. You could tell it wore him out, but boy, he had fun.
I'm pretty sure he was sloshed the whole weekend.
I'm not gonna lie. Paul was hammered. I think he would even say. I think from the moment we met Paul, the first day to the last morning, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he was hammered. But you know what? That's what you do. That's what you do when you go to LAN parties. You just
Dan Honan says, Double Johnson. P.S. Do you guys think Linux gaming will ever get to a competitive level compared to Windows? You guys were referring to how fractured the Windows ecosystem is compared to consoles,
Yes.
and I feel like the same comparison can be made to a degree with Linux versus Windows. That is a really well articulated comment, sir.
I almost
We should
don't
make
even know how to approach
we
that.
should make everyone pay for their comments.
No, but in all seriousness, guys, the tips are awesome. This is something new that Jay and I really haven't experienced before. It's kind of cool. It's like it makes me feel like you guys actually give a shit about what we're doing. And I like that. That's like motivational.
Why do we have such smart people following us? Abraham says I should be studying for my differential equations test tomorrow. Hashtag worth it.
Differential equations are for poor people, dude. Nobody uses those.
They're different and stuff.
Yeah. Nobody uses differential equations.
Oh, lordy lord.
All right, so it looks like, okay, I got an update. They're on the way home. Okay, Xander's doing okay. Damn it, that sucks, though.
Victor Aguilera says to get Xander a Get Well chocolate candy on him, $1.
Dude, no, I'm gonna as soon as I get home and I get off the stream, I'm gonna spend the night playing Forza with him because that's like his favorite thing. But oh my god, the poor kid! Like last time, when he broke his arm, they had to put pins in his elbow, up through the elbow and into the broken fragment on his arm. And I remember taking him in. I had to put him under because they couldn't put the mask on him to put him to sleep because the autism makes him a little freaked out sometimes. So I had to go in and you do not know how heartbroken I was to have to basically pin my son down and look him in the eyes while I was basically like suffocating him with a mask of anesthetic. And I was just like, that was the roughest thing I probably ever had to do in my entire life. And I don't really want to do it again. So I'm hoping he just needs a cast. All right,
Philip Doris says, pay for comments, $15 donation. Well, if all comments were $15 donations, we could retire tonight.
I know, that'd be awesome. Okay, if you want us to answer your question, it's $20. If you want us not to answer your question, it's $50. Just kidding. If you want an iPhone, it's $100 because we know you got it.
You know what's sad is I could see... We try and respond to the comments that we can. I've responded to quite a few of them that are not donations, but I could see there being some folks that are so like desperate to get their senpai to notice them that they would pay like stupid amounts just to get their comment up there. I'm not saying these guys are doing it, but I mean, imagine you trying to get PewDiePie's attention.
I did, and it didn't cost me anything.
Okay, you know what I mean.
He stopped talking to me on Skype though. He must have got too busy for me.
Yeah, you're well out of the 1% of his sub range.
Doesn't even matter though because I got him in my Skype contact list, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
It's not even the real Skype anymore. He got a new one and then just ditched that one like I did.
He probably did. He probably did. I mean, to be honest, doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Let me go get some more Ask Tech Talks here. Go ahead.
Jerry, thoughts on Piggate? What's Piggate?
Piggate? I'm not aware of Piggate.
Is that a fat joke? How rude.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Piggate. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, whoa, that's not a good picture. What the hell?
I didn't think it would be.
It's a picture of a dude like humping a pig's head. That's not good. All right, guys, I'm not looking for Piggate no more. That's just wrong.
Wow.
I tried though. You guys saw. I gave it the old college try. Okay, Ask Tech Talk. Let's see here. Do you guys watch Critical Role on Geek and Sundry? I haven't watched Geek and Sundry in a while, but now that you reminded me, I kind of want to start watching again. Felicia Day is awesome. Ajay.
I've never watched much of Felicia Day before she was famous and not. I mean, I've just never was into Felicia Day.
She's adorable. She's absolutely adorable.
Slot One Gamer sent a donation for $1, and it's C Drive, Windows, System 32 midget porn.
That's where I keep my porn too. System 32. Nobody looks in there. I do Windows, System 32, drivers, etc, hosts, .midget porn.
Christian Hunter said, "Here's $1 for Xander. I know it's not a lot, but good luck." Jerry,
now I just need 32,000 more of those donations. I'm just kidding.
To pay for the arm surgery?
Dude, the surgery's so expensive. When we had his arm, I mean, you have to have insurance, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
To do the surgery last time,
it's kind of the law now.
30,000. I know 30,000. I think it was $37,000 to put the pins in his arms because when you're dealing with kids, they have to have, especially kids with special needs, they have to have a way bigger surgical staff. They have to have more anesthesiologists. It's just like.
The Amazing Faust is asking you when the video on the X-Carve is dropping.
The X-Card video, I was going to finish editing it tonight, but obviously for family reasons, I need to spend that with my son. So I'm going to edit it and upload it tomorrow afternoon. I'm about 50% done editing it already. So, but there is a one-up box video coming out tonight that I already finished editing today because I didn't have a big enough time slot to do the other one. I was like, I got to make forward progress. So I went ahead and did the one-up box video. Mr. Brittle said, ask TechTalk, try breaking 57 bones, mainly legs.
Yeah, I know. He's been following us a long time, and he's got that brittle bone disease.
Mr. Brittle. So he's like the real life version of that glass man from
from Unbreakable.
Yeah, from Unbreakable.
That was Samuel L. Jackson's character. Let's see. Techno's Geek says, I'm really enjoying whoever is playing this Wallhander, so thanks. That's me. Logan is giving me permission to use his music where I see fit, and Jerry was the one that said I should play it, so I did.
I did.
Someone in chat said on the YouTube gaming channel, some of the big time League of Legends streamers have gotten like $4,000 donations.
I'm not even kidding. I've watched Basher get a $10,000 donation before. I've watched Woody's Gamertag get a $10,000 donation.
Yeah, but didn't Woody's Gamertag also get that donation revoked because it was like a kid?
One of them was revoked, but he'd had other ones in the past.
I smell dinner.
I start smelling too. I'm like, where's my dinner?
I do.
Oh. It's okay. We're gonna order out tonight. There's no way.
Robert Luckett says his heart surgery was $93,000 just for the surgical suite.
Dude, it is so fucked up how expensive surgery is. Like when Xander was born, he had to have a surgical team of 15 people, 2 anesthesiologists, 1 for the baby, 1 for my wife, because it was a premature birth, and they had to basically get him into a breathing machine as soon as they did the surgery and removed him, and they couldn't take him out conventional means because be at 2 pounds they would have crushed him. They had to literally do like a full surgery to remove him.
Right.
And it was crazy. It was like the bill was like almost $200,000 just for the delivery, and then the 3 months in the NICU was another $1.2 million.
Small Boy Gaming says this chat turned into funny, hilarious nonsense. This must be his first time here.
I know, right? How is this any different? Dinner's already $10,000 for dinner. Yeah, no, $10,000 donation would just be like. I would.
Luke M is asking why we don't do a double stream, kind of like Paul and Kyle do, where I get half of the stream, you get half of the stream. With the donation thing, I might actually get you on board with hosting some of these.
Oh no, I've already made that decision. Like after the first 3 donations, I was like, "Yep, next week we're on my channel."
That's it. Every video is live.
You guys are just gonna have to get used to bouncing back and forth. I'm sorry, it's just how it's gonna be.
Austin Waite says, "Is M.2 worth it with the loss of lanes while running 2-way SLI, capture and sound card parts are rampant? Asus Rampage 5 with a 5960X." I can stop you right there before even reading the rest of your comment there. Although you did say you love the channel, keep it up. Will do. 5960X has a lot of lanes, 40 lanes, I believe. You don't need to worry about the amount of lanes you got with M.2 drives and sound cards and SLI and all that. You've got more than enough.
The M2 drives are killer. Did you see that? Did you see the tech write-up for the new Intel drive that's coming out that's 6 times faster than conventional M2?
Yep.
That's crazy. It's supposed to be out in 2016, so I'm excited about that. That's like crazy to see technology go from. I remember when I got my first SSD, it was like 240 megabytes per second. I was like, oh my god, that's fast. Then I got my 540 Evo and 550 Evo. Those were over 500, and then the M2 drives were like over like 1.5.
Yeah, that's
insane. That's crazy. And now it's going to be like what 710 with this new Intel. Yep. Pretty soon we won't need memory. Everything will just run right off the storage.
Yeah, when you start having that swap file there, it will be seamless.
Yeah, exactly. There's like no reason to have memory anymore. It's just like, I want to run that program. Load it into memory. Oh, don't have to. It's already there on the hard drive. It's fine.
Pup Shepherd is asking a question to, I think, both of us. It's about starting up a channel. He says, I'm starting up a channel. I have all the audio recording equipment, but I still need a camera with a video out for streaming. What do you two recommend? Also, when I do interviews, what programs should I use to capture their stream in mine? So I'll start, and then I'll let Jerry respond as well.
Go for it, bro.
You said you already have all the audio equipment. I hope that means you have a good mic. Audio is more important than video quality. This is just a Logitech C920 webcam. I mean, if you're doing stuff like this, a webcam is fine. I have 2 cameras over here with HDMI out. I don't want to go through hooking all those up. Everything you see right now in terms of being captured with Jerry's feed and audio and all that, this is all being done by use of Open Broadcaster Service, or OBS.
Yeah, it's all free. Software.
Free.
Yep.
OBS is entirely free, as well as all the plugins. There's a lot of community third-party plugin support, so you can do anything with OBS. The only reason I ever used XSplit in the past was because I paid for like a 3-year, and I wanted the damn thing to run out before I
This is the thing that sucks. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there are a couple things that XSplit does that OBS does not.
There's things that natively OBS doesn't do that XSplit does, like video feed looping. Like I could put a video in the
Right,
background of this and
right.
have it just kind of loop. Motion graphics. There's plugins that you can install for that sort of stuff. But other than that, I haven't found that there's anything it doesn't do. Real quick,
Since you
there's
left, I've been using OBS for everything since you left, and honestly, I'm really happy with it.
you're welcome.
I used it a long time ago, but I had nothing but problems. And for some reason, after you came over and gave it the Midas touch, it's just fine. It worked great all weekend through PDX Land.
Christian Fontaine said, "Oh shit, I should put this shit out. If I don't repost in 20 minutes, I'm dead." I'm assuming that means he has to poop.
Probably.
I don't know. I guess said something like that.
Jay, you inspired me to build a PC. I can't thank you enough, Joseph.
No. Today you should have built a console. That's my stance today. Consoles are better than PC.
Yeah. Actually, somebody earlier was talking about we were talking about the equipment, right? Where and you said OBS. OBS can do most of what you want. But if you want like a really good camera that can also stream, that's a decision you got to kind of think about. Do you want a really good camera and maybe just spend a little bit more and get like a C920 Logitech and use that for your streaming? Or do you really want a big camera that can do both? Because remember, if you have uncompressed HDMI out on a high quality webcam, that means you also need a capture board that's capable of
Right.
handling that bandwidth, and that's going to be expensive. Like, I just got a Sony AX33. It's the one Jay recommended that I got. He has the same camera. Phenomenal.
Right here.
Oh, do you got it right there?
Yeah.
Phenomenal camera, guys. If you want a camera that's just do everything in one small package, vlogging, shooting, that's what I shoot all my videos on. My videos you see on my channel, like the last couple videos, have all been that. The aluminum forge was shot on that. Fantastic camera. But in order to get a capture card that can handle the 4x4x4 HDMI raw out, it's like $300-400.
Yeah.
I mean, they're spendy.
Yeah.
Whereas you could just buy like a lot, like right now, what you see us. I mean, we look pretty clear. If you got enough light, a C920 is actually a great camera for live streaming. You don't need amazing quality for live streaming.
Josh Bishop says, "This is great. I hope this means more monies for our favorite YouTubers." Jerry and I just discovered this feature after we went live. We didn't know this feature even existed right
We
now.
didn't.
We are very appreciative of this.
Yeah, we are. This is actually really cool.
You and I might have to start doing a part A, part B thing. Or we just alternate each week, but I think that confuses the audience a little bit. So I don't know. We'll figure out how to do this. That way it's kept fair. I hadn't been monetizing Tech Talk in terms of sponsorships because I didn't want to bring in a ton of revenue on this through like advertisements and stuff that, then it's harder to divvy up because let's say I pay you, I have to deal with the taxes of it. You get kind of clean and clear. So it's like complicated.
Honestly, I think the best way to do this is to alternate back and forth the channel, but both of us will commit to putting up a video at the same time on the channel that's like, Tech Talk today is hosted on this channel. Here's the link right here.
Right.
And that way, if we alternate back and forth, regardless of which channel they're going to go, they're going to find the breadcrumb to the live stream. And that way we don't lose a bunch of our audience, and that way we don't have to deal with all the freaking tax implications and stuff like that.
Dan Honan says, "Why do a $10,000 donation when you can do $10,001 donations?
That would
Donation
look
one of
badass.
10,000. Oh, so he better have. I guess that means he has 9,999 more coming.
Oh, wow. That would actually be pretty good. Holy shit. CCM just like dropped a paragraph on us.
There's like 3 comments right there, so we got.
CCM says, I've been trying to stream with OBS, but I think my CPU is causing the bottleneck. I have an AMD. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a problem right there, bro. 8320. After a few minutes, the video starts getting choppy and almost unwatchable. GPU is a GTX 760, which is fairly respectable. Should I get a capture card? I'm in a college for hospitality and tech and money as well. Let's see what money I'm in college. Love you guys. Keep it up. So I would say that if you're having a problem with that CPU, and you're probably right. It probably is a CPU bottleneck here if you're not using the NVIDIA encoder. I would say just get like, what do I use? Hauppauge makes a decent one. Who's the other one that makes the card? The
Elgato, and then you've got
AverMedia.
Live Gamer.
Yep, and you can find those AverMedia, like if you're just streaming 1080p, if you're not gaming at 4K, which honestly, if you're live streaming, I think 4K is kind of a joke right now anyways, just get yourself like a secondhand AverMedia Live Gamer HD, slap it in your system, run the loop back to it, and now you've got literally like the only bottleneck that you have now is your storage, because remember, it still has to encode and save the video to the hard drive. So if you have a really slow hard drive, you're going to run into some problems.
I'm going to respond to that in a completely different manner.
Do it.
I started my channel live streaming with an 8120 and had no problems, no hiccups, no SLI or any of that crap. Granted, it was a little bit overclocked, but it really comes down to your stream optimization. If you're trying to stream at the highest quality possible in terms of the codec, then yeah, your CPU is having a hard time, taking your game, rendering your game, encoding your stream, and sending it up. Getting a capture card is not going to fix your issue because your computer still has to encode it and send it to the internet. So the encoding process of sending it to Twitch or YouTube or whatever is what's bottlenecking you while gaming. So getting a capture card, although it will offload the capturing of the game, you still have to render it and send it up to the internet. The capture card only works great if you have a second computer that you're going to be doing the actual streaming through.
The only thing, are you sure that's the same for everything? Because my AverMedia Live Gamer HD, actually the software does the stream right to Twitch, and they claim that it's hardware encoded for the stream too, and it never put any load on my system. When I was back when I used to do the loop back with my other system.
Can you control the overlays and all that stuff?
No, you still need OBS to actually Oh, you're right. Okay, so you're talking about the compositing of everything. Right. I'm talking about just the video feed. The video feed going into OBS, but you're right. It still has to composite the whole thing back together and send it out.
Right, and all you're gonna do if you take a capture card and loop it back into your system is you're gonna just introduce lag. You're going to introduce lag of audio.
It does. It does actually introduce a fair amount of lag. And all the situations I've used, the worst was the Elgato USB.
Usually it's about a full
second.
Yeah, it's like a second or a second and a half. I've got one in the closet. I kind of give up on it.
The PCI card was a lot better. I mean, it was more like 100 milliseconds or 200 milliseconds, but still, that's bad. I mean, it sucks to have to tweak everything to get everything in alignment. That's why I stopped using it.
Not to mention, if that encoder hiccups for any reason, those hiccups add up over time to where it will only get more and more out of sync.
Yeah, but I will admit, it did take a huge load off the system overall, because actually taking the game footage live from the video buffer and encoding that in real time down to like H.264 or something like that is a very expensive thing.
Christian Fontaine again says, thank God for having 3 huge fire extinguishers. Andrew Williams says, donation 2 of 10,000. I expect all 10,000 to get here.
That would be sweet, actually.
Let's see. Jerry and Jay versus Linus and Luke.
I want to go on record right now and say that Jay and I absolutely are money whores, because this is our living. This is how we survive.
Yep.
So I just want to throw that out there.
Been watching, let's see, Sakor TE says, been watching Tech Talk for a long time. This is my first live stream. Keep it up. Awesome work, guys. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Street Guru, when are you guys getting Patreons? If you're worried about rewards, Boogie just gives increasingly bigger thank yous. I don't know. I mean, pride is a shitty thing where I take a lot of pride in the way I run my channel and stuff. And because of that, it holds me back in a lot of earning potential, because I don't leverage a lot of means of financial security that are available to me.
I turn down a lot more than I take, and I know you do the exact same. We talk about this all the time.
Oh, I turn down probably 4 or 5 offers for every one I take.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, I kind of want to put this on the stream right now, so our diehard supporters who are here watching right now can at least expect a very off. I don't want to say off color. That's the wrong.
Stop being racist, Jay.
It's gonna be a very racist ad. No, it's very different for the type of ads that I normally do. I'm actually going to be, and you guys might even see it tomorrow. I'm doing an ad for Harry's, which is a razor company, and the reason why I'm doing that, which I normally wouldn't do, even though my audience is like 98% men, is because Harry's is the official razor for the Movember Foundation. And they are giving proceeds of their month of November subscriptions to Movember. So this is more of this is a Movember campaign more than it is a Razors campaign.
I did not know you were a Movember supporter. Thank you, Jay.
I am, and I always have been. The problem is I can't grow a mustache. That's why
I mean, no. How many days of growth is this?
Jerry, I can't even grow
12.
that. I can't even grow that. No. The problem is it's very sparse and it's very blonde, so you don't see it.
I want to see that so bad. You guys, we got to see that next year. I want to see crazy creeper F-150 white van with arm out the window.
Yeah. So don't worry. You guys aren't going to start seeing a bunch of this like weird ads that aren't relevant. It's relevant to me on a personal level. Plus, you guys know I started shaving my face during part of my weight loss campaign, where I'm gonna stop hiding my face with facial hair, or I'm gonna stop hiding my face with facial hair, and so I figured, well, it kind of lines up with things. It's not something I would normally do, but the Movember thing, I told them I would only do it for the month of November because of Movember. Other than that, it's over with.
I think that's fantastic. And the thing is we get hate no matter what we do.
Oh yeah.
And you finally get to the point after a while where the hate really, really bothers you, but then you start thinking about it and you're like, you know what? Our true supporters love what we do and will back us up on what we're doing. And the ones that are going to get... Yeah,
just the amount of crazy donations coming in tonight have kind of like revitalized my excitement over the channel. And not about the money. Not about the money. It's the fact that that button's there. No one needs to click it, but people are feeling that they want to, even though we even told them in the beginning, don't click that button.
Even seeing all those $1 donations, just like it puts a spring in your step. It makes you feel like you're actually having a positive enough impact on somebody, either be it entertainment or information or something like that, that they feel like they want to interact with you. They want to push and do something. That means something. It really does. I'd be lying if I said it didn't actually pick me up.
It's funny because
donations coming in.
Each one of those green comments that come in, it's not to say that the white ones are not good. It's just the green ones stand out. Jay.
Stop being racist.
I know, right? I'm doing some off-color ads coming up soon.
No, but the thing is, guys, we've said this in past streams before, that the reason why we don't really cater to the comment section as much as Twitter is because of the massive amount of trolling. And I haven't seen much trolling tonight in the chat, and the comments with the donations that come out, we can pretty much be guaranteed they're not trolling for the most part.
Right.
So it's easy to answer them. So that's another thing that's nice about donations. You don't have somebody who's just being a troll, who's running ad block, who feels entitled, just attacking you endlessly. That negates it. As soon as you see that green box, you're like, well, you can be sure that that's not one of those people.
It would be neat. It would be neat if a button like this existed on every video. Right under it, like directly support this channel. Granted, that button is there, but it's like really hidden and obscured on the YouTube side, because direct contributions like this mean we don't have to put a lot of ads in your face just to make ends meet. And it's a double-edged sword, because people will use ad block, which means people who are trying to continue this as a service, who have to do it full time like we are, rely on the income to live. And so those people who use ad block continue to reduce the amount of capability we have to live. So we have to then seek other revenue streams, which then people complain about. So it's a vicious cycle. Cuddy2287 says i5 4690K OC to 4.6 at 1.296 volts, 980 Ti OC as well, and Mobo temp 39 to 40C after a couple hours of GTA 5. Is that all right temp? And if so, what would be a bad temp? Thanks. If that's the motherboard temp. If you're referring to like the chipset, that's fine. That's way cool. Let's see, Mobo temp. So you didn't mention anything about your CPU temp, sir. I'm not worried about your temperatures. The voltage is borderline. I wouldn't go much higher than that, depending on what you've got for cooling. Let's see. LSD says the if YouTube was smart, higher amounts of donations would give different colors of comments. The highest donations would be the most visible. You know, my problem with that is then it would seem like we're only catering to certain colors because of the amount. I don't care
we're not racist here. We just like green.
I don't care if somebody donated $1 or somebody donated $10 or that $27 donation. I appreciate every amount the same, just like when I did my CES campaign.
It's support. It's like that's the cool thing is it's just support. It's like right now I feel like people care about what we're doing. It's sometimes hard. Right. I mean, and this is a hard topic to discuss, but it's true. When you upload a video and the video gets a ton of views, and you look at it and it makes like 1/16 of the revenue it would have made 4 years ago. Yeah. Because everybody's running ad block and everything like that. It really does make you go, oh my God, I need to find a different way to do things. And then you either stop doing that series, even though it's highly successful, or like you said, you seek out partnerships and advertisements and companies and stuff like that to try to fill in the gap. And then people try to judge you for being a sellout. But at the same time, it's like you're just trying to survive in an ecosystem that's changing, and that ecosystem changed because the majority of the people decided they didn't want ads.
Right.
So it's like I guess what I'm saying is it's a vicious cycle, but it's nice to actually see people proactively supporting us.
I've got a couple comments here to read, donation comments. Pup Shepherd again. He's donated a lot tonight, dude. Keep some money in your wallet.
Stop bragging that you can read, Jay. I'm getting sick of it.
He says, "Love you, woot, wag, wag." Q fanboy girls, love your show. Keep up the great work. Support our creators. Thank you for that. Sword Dust says click. Thank you for that. I think there was another one here I missed. Let's see. Jacob, I have to read this one. Jacob says, can we get an update on how YouTube Red is helping or hurting you guys?
Surprisingly, at this point, I haven't noticed a change to general revenue, and I have noticed some YouTube Red revenue coming in. So I would say at this point, now granted it's really, really early, but at this point, surprisingly, it looks like it's actually an effective revenue stream. I mean, very small, but it's not damaging us like we thought we were.
I imagine this month is worst case scenario, considering the only revenue we're getting from YouTube Red so far is the people who had existing accounts for YouTube Music.
For the music, yep, exactly.
So I imagine it's only going to go up because we're not making any money on the free subscriptions as it is. So we're making some revenue on the existing. So anyone who keeps their subscription and then gets charged $10 next month, I would assume it's going to go up. The most important thing to mention is the regular revenue stream that we rely on did not drop. At least mine didn't. I don't know how much you've been watching it, but mine didn't drop at all.
Mine didn't either, and I was kind of expecting that everybody would just go sign up for a free month of YouTube Red, and boom, there goes all the revenue. But no, so far, not enough of that has happened to offset the revenue coming in from YouTube Red. So all in all, it seems like it's kind of the zero-sum game thing. Nothing's changed.
Right. Let's see. Emerson Howell says FX6300 OC to 5 gigahertz. I'm questioning that 5 gigahertz already. And an R9 270X. Which should I upgrade before AMD goes under?
Well, I don't know if I'd quit. Well,
I've never seen a 6300 get anywhere near 5 gigs. If he's got one, he's got a magical chip.
Fun fact, though, I actually did get my 3920 stable at 5.1 gigahertz for about 3 months. But I had to push a shitload of power to it. It was my liquid cooled setup, and it actually damaged the chip down to where I couldn't run it beyond 4.6 after that. But I thought it was pretty cool that for a couple months I had a stable system over 5 gigs. I was like, yeah, baby.
Blah 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 again says, hey, I generally love watching you guys and enjoy the content. I like that we can support you by donations. Hey, I genuinely love watching. For some reason, blah blah blahs comes through twice, like his comment. Let's see. LN Tech says, I whitelist you guys. I also try to donate regularly to you both. Thank you for that.
Yeah, also I want to point that out. If you guys are using ad block, and I'm not going to crucify you guys. That's the thing is I see people going on both sides of this argument. It's hard for me to say you guys are all assholes for running ad block. I mean, it's a freaking plugin for the browser that allows you to avoid ads. Like, people watching TV wouldn't skip the commercials on the DVR if they couldn't. So it's hard for me to demonize you for using it. But if you guys want to support the people that are creating the content, I urge you to go into the settings of AdBlock, go to the whitelist, and add those YouTube channels of the people that you genuinely want to help and support. And we don't care if you hit the skip button on the ad. If a skip button pops up, hit the skip button. If it doesn't, watch the thing. You're helping us out. You genuinely are.
We can educate them in the way that the ads work right now. There's a lot of confusion. People think they have to watch that whole ad or there's no revenue. The fact that the ad appeared is how the serve is tallied.
Yeah, and you multiply that across hundreds of thousands of views, and it actually is significant.
Yeah, I did this once, and in fact, I'll do it again right now. I had to see, a lot of folks don't understand. They think, man, you get millions of views a month. You've got 50 million views, whatever. You probably made a ton of money, because they go, 50 million divided by 1,000 times CPM. Oh, that's how much money you made. Yeah. Hell no. Okay, let's put it this way. Because of AdBlock, which is, and again, I'm not targeting AdBlock as being a negative thing. It's just that's the thing that's keeping you from making any revenue.
It's hard not to demonize it. From our perspective, it's hard not to demonize it. But again, I'm trying to play devil's advocate and say, you know what? Last time I recorded a show on my DVR, I was like, commercials, fast forward. I mean, I'm ad block and TV.
I'm gonna tell you right now, over the last last month, I'm gonna take my last month here on YouTube, and I'm gonna see how many views were monetized versus how many views there were. Period.
Yeah, because we actually do get that statistic.
So last month for views, I had a total amount of views of, let's say, 2.7 million. Monetized playbacks is 1.2 million. So less than half.
Wow. Yeah. It's actually higher than I thought it was, though.
Oh, there were times it was much lower, but I think a lot of people have started whitelisting.
Yeah. But another thing is another misconception that I wanted to throw out there too, and I only know this because a lot of people email me about this for some reason. They always say, like, how much money do you get per 10,000 views or 100,000 views?
It's never the truth. It fluctuates.
It fluctuates dramatically. I've had videos before that have gotten over 200,000 views that haven't even made like 50 or 100 bucks, and I've had other videos that got 1/8 of that. And made it. It fluctuates. It depends on how long people watch the videos, how relevant it is to the ads that are currently being bid for that video. It's almost impossible to predict.
Do you know what's happened to me before?
What's that?
I've had a video that I've put up, and I wouldn't say it's gone viral, but I would say it's gone viral from my standard, where it would get a couple 100,000 hits in just a few days.
Yeah.
Where even though I'm licensed to use the music that I use, YouTube's Shazam that's built in to ad match.
Yep.
A content match. I've had that thing flag my video hours after I put it live during like the night or something. Wake up in the morning and have the video have gotten 100 or 120, 150,000 hits, and then not get paid a penny on that because of YouTube's ad block thing where it unmonetized the video during that time.
I had that happen too. That's why I'm very, very careful with the music that I use now, because that happened to me on at least 3 occasions about a year ago, and I was just like, oh my god, I woke up and I was like, well, that's all gone.
Right. Super Big Dog says, love what you guys do. Thanks for taking the time out of your lives to be with us. You know, I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your lives to be with us. We're just 2 dudes on the internet.
Yeah, this is actually, guys, when we create this is the difference. This is kind of an interesting kind of barrier between what we're doing now and what we usually do.
Right.
When we create videos, that's our job. We enjoy doing it, but that's our job, and we're trying to create the best content we can for everybody. We're trying to be educational, trying to be entertaining, all that. This is completely different. This is us just live stream, being ourselves, saying whatever the hell that we want to say.
Right.
We even drop the occasional fuck bomb.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is just us being us, and it's just great that you guys actually enjoy sharing in that, because this is like literally like Jay and I just having a weekly Skype call, and you guys are just tapping in, being little voyeurs.
Right, little flies on the wall.
And it's cool to see that you guys enjoy that, because where there's production value in everything else we do, there is no real production value in this. We're just doing this because it's our time of the week to just kind of get together and have fun.
Right.
And it's cool to have you guys ask questions and be able to answer them and stuff like that. Wow, I just looked over at chat. A lot of stuff going on over there.
CCM 1092 says, I'm getting Adobe Premiere Elements, which is an encoder. Will that work? Yeah, Premiere has its own built-in H.264 encoder. It should work fine. I mean, I use the built-in...
Yep.
The only time I use Adobe's media encoder is if I'm doing something on After Effects, because the built-in encoder on After Effects kind of sucks. But otherwise, I do all my encoding straight in Premiere.
Which is weird, because, yeah, Premiere has a great encoder built in. It's like, how does Adobe have so many disconnects between its products? It's strange.
Right. I'm trying to get the other comments that I missed here with the donations. But
here, let me get a couple here. Slot One Gamer
scroll up so fast.
So Slot One Gamer says, I have 24 consoles hooked up and a gaming PC. Gaming Master Race, why not, has both.
Exactly.
You are right, Slot One. That's exactly how I feel. Exactly. You should have every gaming experience you can possibly get your hands on.
So basically, you're saying he just needs a Steam box.
Just a Steam box, and that's it. Like, the dude's just totally wasting time. You can have emulators for everything. Sergeant Blue actually said something that was really cool. He said he donated $15. And he said, this is because I use ad block, basically no ad revenue. Thanks for the last 2 to 3 years of content. That is awesome, because if you are going to run ad block, he found an alternate way to support us. To be honest, when you click on an ad, you're generating literally cents.
Right, and him donating $15 like made up for the last 3 years.
Yeah, that literally covers like 3 years of him watching everything we make. That's the thing is it's like it's death by 1,000 cuts, right? That's why we don't like ad block. It's like if 1% of people ran ad block, I want 50% that really kill that revenue.
I want to respond to Kizo. He says, if you're getting licenses for music, make sure the provider of the music whitelist your channel. Their content ID manager for CPM stops you from getting matched. The problem is when you are licensed and authorized to use a library that is managed through something like, say, Audio Micro, which is where I get my library, which is something I have access to through my MCN, they themselves are brokers for thousands of individual artists. And it's not Audio Micro who is actually putting up the block or the whitelist, et cetera, but it is their responsibility to go in and remove the content match. The problem is that takes time. Usually Audio Micro, within an hour, has it fixed. The only problem is they also, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there because I told them that I would put this out there if they didn't fix it. One of my viral videos right now I'm making no money on because it has a content match. They've said they've removed the content claim. It's still there. I'm not making anything on this particular project, and Audio Micro has completely dropped the ball on that, which is why I've stopped using Audio Micro Library.
Yeah.
So if you guys are asking me where I get my music, and I've used AudioMicro.com, I would completely and utterly avoid them, even if it's included with your MCM. Their support system is fucking garbage.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with a lot of those things. Like, if you need music, unless you're working with somebody who doesn't have their music published into that system, like I do, like Audio Sprite, right? He has a SoundCloud thing. He does all of his own music. He does a lot of stuff with donations to children's charities, but he doesn't register that music under all rights reserved license with YouTube. He's not actively trying to get YouTube to seek out that music and flag it. And so that arrangement's allowed me to post videos without any problem. Same thing with the audio library built into YouTube, where guys like Kevin MacLeod, right? Kevin MacLeod makes awesome music, and he publishes a good portion of that music just for free.
Kevin MacLeod makes the old school theme song I've started reusing again back from when I started my channel. It's called Wallpaper.
Kevin MacLeod makes everything, Jay. Every single piece of music used on YouTube is probably from Kevin MacLeod.
He even has on his website like what to do if your ID matched with his music kind of thing. Because he has said that he's had sort of like patent trolls, in business. They've had people go and falsely claim ID content matches on music of his that's not theirs.
Yeah. He's a cool guy. I've read it. That's why I like using his music and everything. The guy's like legitimately a pillar of the community from the music perspective. Technoscope says, "Shut up and take my money."
I already did. David Lander Mule says we had a fire and we had to fire a company. Oh no, we had a fire and the company that cleaned our electronics scratched up my 3 Asus 24-inch monitors. So I'm thinking of replacing them with a single Asus PG279Q. How well do you think my OCFX overclocked FX8320 and GTX 970 SSC will run GTA 5 and other games at 1440? I think you're going to struggle to get a consistent 60 FPS with that CPU and that GPU at 1440. Remember, the 970 does only have 3.5 gigabytes of usable VRAM. It's going to depend on things like your anti-aliasing settings. You also didn't say what settings you want to play the game at. If you're looking for like ultra or high, you're going to get some stutters and stuff. Bump it down to medium, you should be fine.
Wow, this chat is going crazy over here.
Pup Shepherd, stop giving us your money, dude. No, keep giving us your money, all of it right now.
I'm gonna switch back over to Twitter just for a little bit. Zane Dark again asks, I know this isn't streamer talk, but however, is XSplit worth it? Could either of you do a tutorial on how to set up OBS or XSplit? I'm gonna say, just like we said earlier, OBS is fantastic. It's very, very pluggable. It's open source. It's actually fairly stable.
OBS is fantastic now. OBS was not fantastic when I tried using it a couple years ago.
No, I agree. I had that same horrible experience, but it is good now. And as far as making a video on it, I actually do have plans to do a series on all aspects of what I do. I want to do a series on how I edit in Adobe Premiere, because my style, for instance, is greatly different than Jay's. It's more childish, but I want to do a video on that. I also want to do a video on how I do live streams, how I create the overlays and stuff like that for Twitch and stuff like that, because a lot of the stuff people really don't know, and we just take it for granted that people know this stuff.
No, that's true. I do have a series that I do that's actually sponsored by Video Blocks. It got a lot of hate the last time I did it, but it does help out a lot of people. It's a very small majority of my viewers that it helps out, but I do like to do those videos because when I started, I was, of course, looking for tips and tricks on how to get going with editing and things like that. Let's see. Pup Shepherd says, I want to say I've used Video Blocks. Oh, funny. I just mentioned that I was doing Video Blocks. He says, I use Video Blocks after watching your workflow videos. I use them with a free trial and the After Effects, and I really helped me improve my videos. I recommend as well. Yeah, templates are a great thing. There's no shame in using templates. Nishant Bakshi says, I'm a junior, but I feel like I never would have gotten into tech and EE. What is EE?
Electrical engineering.
Okay, if it wasn't for you two, I'm so thankful for everything and I can't tell you how much you guys have helped. Jerry, any suggestions for free CAD software?
Tinkercad. Go use, I think, what is it, Google owns it or something? Just go to tinkercad.com. It's completely free. It's online, and it's actually fairly powerful CAD software once you learn how to use it. And they actually have step-by-step tutorials taking you from how to create just a little sphere to all the way up to making like complex machinery. It's actually really, really cool.
Cuddy updated me when I said he didn't tell me what his CPU temps were. He says they're in the low 70s and it's cooled by an Intermax 120X. I use Open Hardware Monitor for CPU temps and I look at that for Movo temp as well, usually 35 37C. Idle temp, and it goes up to 39 to 40 gaming. Also, I have a 4.5 megahertz stable at 1.271 volts. Should I go back to that from the 4.6 and 1.296? With those temperatures, I'd say no, you're fine. I don't think you'd start running into any sort of noticeable degradation over time unless you're up above, like, let's say 1.325. Rest of your temps are fine. Motherboard, remember, your motherboard is passively cooled. There's no fans directly on your motherboard in most cases, so it's dealing with case flow, but it sounds like you've got a good setup going there.
Yep. Nathan, one of just the regular chatters, asked Titan X or GTX 980 Ti. And I would say after using my 980 Ti's, I'm actually pretty happy with their performance and the overclock they take even just on air, and they stay relatively quiet.
Yeah, I've said this before. Water cooling a 980 Ti or even a Titan X isn't about getting a higher overclock. It's just about lower temperatures because they run so efficiently now.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing something that really truly needs the 12 gigabytes of VRAM and an extra 256 CUDA cores, I don't see the Titan X as being any option for anybody. They're $400 more than a 980 Ti. And
they're noisy. They're really noisy at full load too.
Actually, they're not. They're not.
Are they really? They're quiet?
I let mine go up to about 86C thermally. Well, actually, I set mine to 91C as the cap on
Yep.
my test bed card because I have
Okay.
I have 4 Titans here.
Right.
It's it's no louder than the system fans.
Oh, hold on. One other thing. Somebody mentioned Google actually creates SketchUp.
Oh
There's
yeah,
it's
Google
it's another
SketchUp. Yeah,
program, but Tinkercad is also awesome. Tinkercad and SketchUp are like SketchUp are the two good CAD programs that are like completely free to use. I mean,
right,
I'd recommend, especially if you got a 3D printer. My friend Zachariah actually does a lot of stuff,
right.
and I think it's Tinkercad that he uses, and he's actually created like amazing like little clips and stuff that fit perfectly into things in his house.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, guys.
There's a donation comment there directed at you.
Let me look here. I'm scrolling.
Nerdcave.tv.
Oh, of course you want me to read that one because it's a novel. See, Nerd Cave TV says, big thank you to Jerry for the Microsoft video. Had a very similar experience at Yahoo 1 year ago. After almost 10 years of giving to the company my all, found myself in a hole not knowing how to even pick up a piece of my life or pick the pieces of my life back up. Jerry's video gave me hope and helped me realize this wasn't a personal attack on me as an employee and really was a game changer for me at that point. Much love from Australia. I owe you both a beer when you come down under. Sorry for the speech. Nerd Cave TV, I'm glad that was an inspirational video for you. And the truth is, even though I know that it wasn't a personal attack on me, I still have days, even ask Jay, like when we talk, where it's like, I do still feel I mean, I'm still mad at Microsoft. I'm legitimately mad at Microsoft, but then I have to remind myself that as a business, they made a business decision. And honestly, they gave us all severance packages and everything. They could have really fucked us over.
You don't get over 15 years in
you
a
don't.
year.
I was a lifer there, guys. Top 5% contributor. All the shit you've heard me say before. It came as a complete shock to me. But the other side of me is I have to realize that it was business, and they did a lot more than they had to do. There's a
big picture.
Yeah, there's a big picture, and even though I think Microsoft made a fucking huge mistake, and I'm gonna go on my tire and say that Satya is fucking driving the company into the ground right now. That's just my opinion. As a company, they made a decision and they actually did take care of the employees. Well, most of them that they let go. There was some shady shit that they did where they hired some people back and you had to relinquish your severance. If Microsoft hired you back after the layoff, you had to either agree to take the position, depending on it. It had to be comparable pay and comparable position. You had to agree to take it and give your severance package back. And I know a couple people that did that, and they got laid off again when they cut that division a month later.
And didn't get that severance the second time, right?
Yeah, so they literally paid the company like, $20,000 to $60,000, and then the company let them go 4 weeks later. So they basically paid the company to let them work for 4 weeks, and then left. And they were like, "Oh my God, why did we do that?" So Microsoft did do some shitty things, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, at least in the wave of one layoffs, they took care of the senior employees that they let go. But still, it doesn't make it any easier to go. When you're there for 15 years, you're a cog in the system. You've created and contributed so much. And then they're just like, they march in a room and they're like, bye. And then that's what happened. Literally, I came to work that morning, get an email that says, report to this room. They herded us in like sheep, closed the doors, and said, you guys are no longer necessary. Your severance packages are at the back of the room. See ya.
I feel like you should have made a video about this.
I did.
All right. So Ben says, Jay and Jerry, I'm going to start doing YouTube videos soon. Build logs, modding, and other projects. What would you say is the biggest thing to keep in mind as I get started? Love your channels. Keep it up. Hugs for Xander. Consistency. Just keep at it. You're not going to get 1 million views. You're not going to get 1,000 viewers.
Don't try to be famous.
You're not going to get 1 million subs. Just do it because you enjoy it.
It has to. It's very, very rare to see somebody just come into the YouTube scene wanting to be famous and then becoming famous. The people that ultimately make it on YouTube are the people that are just focusing on what they're doing, what they enjoy, entertaining in a hobby aspect. If you try to just come out of the gate swinging and trying to make it a business, it's not going to work. It won't work.
Anticure says there is a support this channel button on the channel page as well, so it isn't just YouTube gaming. Everyone go donate back on Jerry's channel too. Jerry and I are going to work out a system now that we know that this is here to make sure that we keep this fair. It's complicated.
You guys might have paid for my PDX land trip.
It's complicated when there's multiple people involved because let's put it this way. Let's say the roles were reversed and all the money was going to Jerry. Jerry pays the taxes on that and I don't, etc. So there's things here that have to be worked out. That support this channel button, nobody clicks that. I think there might be like $15 worth of donations a month by that donate or support this channel button. Nobody uses that button, so one thing to keep in mind. But it is time to start wrapping this up, though.
Yeah, I know, but donations. No, I'm just kidding. I have to get ready for Xander coming home.
I'm,
Obviously, he broke his elbow. He needs some love.
I would prefer that Tech Talk be a back and forth thing between your channel and mine. I never liked being the only host of it.
No, I know, and that's the thing is, and I'm gonna nip this in the bud right now because you know people are gonna start fucking flying off the deep end about this because they always do. I have always said, because I've gotten emails from people that are like, oh, does Jay share the revenue from the channel? Does Jay do this? You guys have to realize Jay created Tech Talk originally and asked me if I wanted to be on as a co-host. I did this show because it's fun and Jay and I just talk back and forth. I didn't give a shit, and I even told Jay about this, about the revenue that he got from those videos. It's only recently that we've started talking about that, like, okay, this is going somewhere, not just the donations, but just higher viewership in general and stuff.
Well, and companies wanted to get involved with sponsoring the show.
You shut your dirty whore mouth. Okay, anyway.
Which I broker, by the way.
So no, Jay has recommended that, but Jay has never once insisted that he be the only one to host Tech Talk. He has never once done that. He has always been open to the idea of me hosting Tech Talk. I've just always been too lazy or technically broken to do it. And we're going to work through that and fix it. So I don't want people coming out and saying that, oh, Jay isn't sharing the donation, Jay isn't sharing the revenue. Jay has never done any such thing. He's actually even pushed to try to get the show shared between the two channels. We're going to do that now, but just realize that he has always been foot forward to share it. The reason why I want to say that is because Jay, you know as well as I that people are just going to make bad assumptions and be like, oh, Jay got all the donations tonight. That's not fair. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. But Jay has never once been greedy when it comes to any of this, not even remotely.
Maybe even see how people feel about the idea of. See, we even talked about making like a unified channel that we both own to host Tech Talk on away from our main channels. But then at the same time, we're greedy. We kind of want to bring the viewers for our main channels. We want that. But then it gets complicated once again. Where who owns that channel? Who has the liability? Who pays the taxes? So I've had a lot of companies come at me wanting to get their name on this stream, and I turned them all down. I turned down tens of thousands of dollars that this show could have made this year alone, because of the fact that it's not fair for me to take those deals and then have to figure out how we split that money. So I just rather leave it as mostly as unmonetized as possible. But the donation button clearly has fucked that up for us.
No, I say at this point, Jay, and we can talk about this more offline, but I think alternating the show each week between the channels, both whoever's not hosting posts just the generic, hey, go to the other guy's channel.
Right.
We're streaming this time. We do that, and then whatever advertisements you secure for when it's on your channel, I don't care. That's your money. I don't care.
Right. It's not even like we could turn off the donations if we wanted. We didn't even know the button was there. I don't think we can turn it off.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, if I'm hosting on my channel and I get $20 worth of donation, Jay gets 200, don't care. Don't care. Wherever it's hosted that night, however well it does, whatever ads it runs, I'm totally cool with that, guys.
That's what he says publicly. Behind the scenes, he's going to be like, Jay, it looks like last week you made, this week I made, so
as soon as we turn off the camera, I'm going to be like, Jay, I went through your analytics. Yeah, I went to Social Blade, and I estimated that you made exactly this much, minus the taxes, minus full screen. You owe me $350.
But we only made 120.
Yeah. So and the other thing is Tech Talk is something that Jay and I do together, but the thing is we have very diverse channels and diverse content.
Right.
We really do.
But you had really good viewership last week, and we didn't even promote it on my channel.
Yeah, that was really weird, actually. Yeah, and I think it was because you were live in the cave with me that it got a lot more retweet action. People are like, "Holy shit, they're in the room together." So I actually think that that's a really cool idea. We'll investigate that. But at the end of the day, honestly, this is something that I really, really do for fun. This is me blowing off steam every week. And it's awesome that you guys are actually throwing some support our way because...
Chris Barr says, I hope this donation button does not change Tech Talk. It won't, because we won't let it. If anything, every money that gets donated on the... Because it's going to be...
it's actually made Tech Talk better.
No, what I was going to say was I'm sure that the analytics will tell us how much donations were donated during this live event. If anything, then the money just goes right back into making the stream better, not to anyone's pocket.
Yeah, the bottom line is, I mean, actually, we've probably talked more tech and answered more tech questions this show than we ever have.
Because we feel obligated to answer the comments that are green.
Yeah, because you guys, yeah, call us a sellout if you will, but it's like you guys are actually like helping to support us, and it's like motivating us to take your questions. It like really is.
Right. It makes me feel like the stream needs to be 4 hours long now.
Yeah, I know, and it made me take my shirt off. So wow.
You did it to make people stop, and it didn't work.
Yeah, no, so let's start wrapping this up, but I just want to say personally, guys, The donations were a huge surprise. We weren't
Right.
expecting that at all tonight. Being able to find this gaming.youtube.com, I mean, this is actually kind of cool. I wasn't even looking at this until you guys started doing the donation thing. So I think I may actually,
I'm
because
doing
I
some
haven't
gaming
really,
streaming.
I haven't started a Twitch career. My Twitch channel like barely is on life support right now when I do my typing tests and stuff. Why not just do it right to YouTube? This actually looks like this is a viable platform.
The way I look at it is Twitch. I mean, I've only got like 7,800 subs or something there. I know it doesn't. That sounds like a lot to people who are just starting, but I mean, I want to reach the audience, which is here on YouTube, and I think
Yeah.
YouTube gaming might turn out to be a good thing. So anyway, yeah, thanks guys for all of your donations. Holy hell, I can't even look up to see how much they were. I don't even care how
Yeah.
much they were. It was really unexpected.
This is awesome. This is awesome, guys.
Okay, RXman 2011 donated $5 to say Ben Lilligard is a tool. Okay, if you want to start fighting with someone in the chat, you do it through donations.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
One up each
That's
other on the
hilarious.
donations.
Wow.
All right, guys.
Google did it right.
For once, huh?
Yeah, no,
All right.
that's rare.
We're going to get out of here. Once again, if you like the music that you're hearing, that is the Svalhander album through Tech Syndicate. Logan over there, make sure you guys give him a thank you. He lets me use his music when I feel the need. I do love the 8-bitness going on there. Jerry, thanks for hanging out once again every week. I love you,
Always
man.
fun, bro. I love you too, man.
Thanks for letting me make fun of you all weekend.
Yeah, thanks for telling everybody I shit my Kilt. That was awesome.
All
right, guys. Talk to you later.
Time to trying to run the outro, but I lost OBS. Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh god. Okay, outro's going now.
Thanks for watching TechTalk 95 and telling us about gaming.youtube.com and donating to us because we're just a bunch of sellouts. All right, enjoy. Until next time.
Everybody, this is JayzTwoCents. Make sure that all your donations go straight to this channel, not to Jerry's. If you go over to Jerry's, just donate $1, but come over here and donate $100. Thank you.
Oh my god.